Harrisonburg, Virginia. What are some good neighborhoods to live in Harrisonburg, Virginia? Well, in this video, I am going to take you into 3 neighborhoods on the northwest side of town to give you an idea of what 3 neighborhoods are like in this area. And if you hang around until the end of the video, I am going to take you back home on the farm. So find out what that is by hanging around to the end, but let's go ahead and get started right now. Hi, my name's Stephen, and along with my wife Leslie, as real estate agents here in Virginia's beautiful mountains and valleys, we get phone calls, texts, and emails all the time from people who are looking to sell a home or to purchase a home. So if that's you, we'd love it if you'd call us, text us, or email us. The information is down below, and we will help you with whatever needs you have. Additionally, I'd ask that you help others as well. You know, there's a lot of people that are looking for homes here in the area, and when you subscribe to our channel and you click that icon bell to get updates, you promote our channel so that other individuals who are looking and not know what they need come across our channel, and we can be able to help them like we've helped so many others. Now today, I mentioned we're on the northwest side of Harrisonburg, but you don't see any city behind me. You're right, we're a little bit outside town here. But the neighborhoods today some of them have views that are very, very similar of the beautiful rolling farmland with the mountains in the background. So stick around with me here. We're going to see those neighborhoods, going to tell you a little bit about the area as well around these neighborhoods. So let's go ahead and get into our first neighborhood. Now, in addition to all the beautiful views that you're going to get, like I said, in some of these neighborhoods here today, you know, you're outside this first neighborhood we're in, you're outside of Harrisonburg, but really you're only about 5 to 7 minutes from downtown, and you're only about 10 to 12 minutes away from over on Highway 33 where all the shopping is. That's pretty much common for most of these neighborhoods in the area, about the same distances now. But the neighborhood that I'm in right now is the Monte Vista Estates neighborhood. And if you're looking for a relatively new neighborhood with some very nice, well-kept homes, then Monte Vista Estates is definitely a place you should take a look at. All the homes in Monte Vista range in price from values from about $475,000 all the way to about $750,000. And this is one of the newer neighborhoods here on the west side of Harrisonburg. And so it's a great place to get into in a very desirous neighborhood. Now, the homes here were built between about 2001 and 2018, and a lot of them have 4 or 5 bedrooms, but there are some smaller homes as well that has 3 bedrooms. Now, homes in size range from about 1,500 square feet all the way up to about 5,000 square feet, and they sit on lots that are about 1/3 to 3/4 of an acre. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take you on around the corner here, and I'm going to show you one of the houses here that actually just had a contract put on it just a couple days ago. And but before I get there, let me show you a little bit about it. So the home that you see coming up here on my right hand side is truly an amazing, wonderful home that was custom built, and all 3,767 square feet are found on the 1 main floor. Now, when you go in, just look at the beautiful wood floors that run throughout most of the home, and they're beautiful. I mean, you've also got to absolutely love that beautiful tray ceiling in the dining room. There's multiple built-ins throughout the home, including the living room and a master bedroom. The kitchen is absolutely amazing. I mean, what chef wouldn't feel at home in such a spacious and well-planned kitchen? Now, here's something you're not going to find every day: a home with not 1, but 2 primary suites, each of which has plenty of room and just some amazing fixtures and amenities in the bathroom as well. There's a wonderfully large rear deck that extends into the backyard it's enclosed with a vinyl fence, and to top it all off, there's an amazing 3-car garage. It's nearly 1,000 square feet itself. There's so many details about this home that I could tell you, but it's just truly one that is truly spectacular and amazing here in the Monte Vista Estates neighborhood. All right, so we are here in our next neighborhood. We are in the Westfield neighborhood, and the Westfield neighborhood is just barely inside the city limits of Harrisonburg, as you can see. But what about these neighborhoods that are over here in this area? I mean, is there anything to do over here? Well, there's a few places to shop up and down Highway 42, including Garber's Crossing, where there's a Walmart and a Cato's and some other places. And there's a few restaurants as well, but there's more of them over on Highway 11. And of course, if you get into the downtown area, and if you get over into Highway 33, that's where you're going to find most of the things. So not as much as some of the other areas of town, but there are a handful of places as well. Now, and of course, it's not that far to get into Harrison downtown, 5 or 7 minutes. So let's talk a little bit about the Westfield neighborhood. As I mentioned, it's located, as you can see here on the map, it's just inside the city limits of Harrisonburg, and that's the other two that we're talking about today are just outside the Harrisonburg city limits. Now, this neighborhood is comprised of townhomes, but mostly single-family detached homes, and the neighborhood's really a great choice as an economical neighborhood here on the west side of Harrisonburg. The homes here are a lot of them you're going to see are split level homes, split foyer homes, 2-story homes, and they were built between 1997 and 2012, and they have values between $300,000 and $425,000. And the townhomes are about $250,000 to $325,000. Now, the homes here, most of them have 2 to 5 bedrooms and between about 1,000 and 2,500 square feet of finished living space. So with that being said, they also have 4/10 of an acre, up to 4/10 of an acre lots. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give you a little bit of information about the next home, and then I'm going to show it to you here in just a second. So the home that you see coming up here on my left-hand side, like I said, is currently on the market. And as you saw, it's listed for $349,900. One of the things I like best about this home is that it sits on the end of a cul-de-sac. And there's also nothing behind you here. And that's a really, really nice thing if you like that kind of freedom and privacy type feel. Now, one thing that I found out about split foyer homes is that they really make good use of the area in the home. Even though this home has 912 square feet above ground and below ground, there's a lot packed into this home. There have been multiple updates made to the home within the last 5 years, like a roof and a driveway and multiple fixtures throughout the home as well. In addition, the eat-in kitchen upstairs and the lower level also has a kitchen as well as a family room, bedroom, and bathroom as well. The basement walks out to an enclosed patio area, and there's a covered deck above. I mean, this would make a great starter home for a family. And the nice thing is you got yard in the back there for the kids to play in if you do have a family. All right, so we've come here to our last neighborhood, but you know, one of the things about these neighborhoods, 2 of them are outside of Harrisonburg city limits and one of them is inside Harrisonburg city limits. And the difference of 100 feet or less can determine what schools, whether you're going to Rockingham County schools or whether you're going to Harrisonburg city schools. For example, a couple of neighborhoods that we've looked at today, the ones outside of town are going to be going to Turner Ashby High School, and the one inside town is, of course, going to be going to Harrisonburg High School. So, just another thing to think about. If you're looking for a neighborhood that is very private and is well established, you would definitely want to consider the Shands Hill neighborhood, which is located just to the west of Eastern Mennonite University. Now, I did a video, and if you haven't watched that video, I encourage you to watch some great neighborhoods right around Eastern Mennonite University. But I didn't talk about this one because it's outside the city limits of Harrisonburg. So, but it's not very far outside. I mean, literally like a couple hundred yards away from the city limits. So, but with that being said, you definitely have a rural feel here. You see the mature trees, and just look up the street and you can see it's just really, really a rural type neighborhood. Now, If you want to move into this neighborhood, you want to give Leslie and I a call, because like I say, not a whole lot sells here in this neighborhood, because it's basically one street in, one street out, and it gives you a whole lot of that privacy. Home values in this neighborhood range between about $400,000 and $625,000, and the homes here have between 3 and 6 bedrooms. Most were built between 1980 and 1997, and some of them have between about 1,500 and 4,500 square feet, and they sit on lots. Some of the lots are larger, like 0.42 all the way up to about an 1.5 acre lot. Now I'm going to show you a home here just up the street, and before I do, here's a little bit about it. So this contemporary home here in Shands Hill is really amazing. Again, it's got some beautiful views at the back, and especially when the leaves are off the trees. But when you go home, or when you go inside the home, you're going to see some beautiful wood floors that just, I mean, absolutely adorn the home and tie everything together in the home. I absolutely love the high vaulted ceiling in the living room that lets in so much light. I also like the kitchen area with multiple large windows that let in even more light. Now the main floor has 2 bedrooms and 1 bath, and the primary suite can be found on the 2nd floor. And I just love this huge room, and I could see that Leslie in the bedroom there, this primary suite, just curled up in the window seat there with her coffee reading a book. Now there's a basement apartment with a full kitchen, living room, and bedroom areas downstairs, and outside there's a multi-level deck that leads down to a gorgeous fire pit. There's also a playhouse, and just look at all the space that you've got with this 1+ acre lot. What a really, really neat home in a very private setting here in Shands Hill. All right, so at the beginning of the video, I told you if you hung around until the end of the video, I'd take you back home on the farm. And that's exactly where we're at. Back home on the farm is a place that you can visit throughout the year, because there's many things that take place many times throughout the year. Now to begin with, especially at this time of year here in the spring, you'll want to visit the greenhouse, where you can select beautiful flowers and plants to make the outside of your own home look absolutely spectacular. Of course, there's plenty of things for the kids to do as well, like meeting farm animals and walking through the enchanted garden. But fall is the time of year where kids and their big kid mom and dads will have a plethora of things to do here at the Virginia Pumpkin Festival. Now, one of my favorite things to do with my kids when they were young was to visit the pumpkin patch and always be the one to come out with the biggest pumpkin, no matter what pumpkin patch we were at. Now, here, there's a 7-acre pumpkin patch for you to do just the same. There's a corn maze for you to lose your kids if you like, and over 40 different activities that families can do while visiting the farm, including a zip line, a giant Jenga, and rubber duck races, and the big old long tubular slides. Now, there's a country store and plenty of more things to come and do that will make sure that you have some lasting memories. Now, one of the things that you'll definitely want to see when you're here is the beautiful carousel that they have. Now, this carousel was built in 1942, and it was acquired from a town off the eastern shore here in Virginia and was brought all the way back. The animals, the horses that are on here have been painted by an artist, and it took about 30 hours per horse to paint here. And now the outer 2 rows are famous Virginians here, and the inner row is about the products that we have here in Virginia. Around the top, there's famous landmarks and historical places here in Virginia, as well as some of the different flora and fauna that you'll see as well. So there's really a story on this amazing carousel that you can ride during the Virginia Pumpkin Festival. Now, the Virginia Pumpkin Festival takes place from September through October, and they have special different weekends with special things going on, and the cost is $12 per person to get in, and that includes over 40 activities that you can do here with your kids here on back home at the farm. So if you live in the area and you haven't been here, Lynn and Gary are just two amazing people. They're the owners of the farm, and they work here regularly, and it's a hands-on, really it's a labor of love is what it is, what they do here at the farm and what they do for the community as well. And we're so appreciative of people like them and what they do. So thank you, Gary and Lynn. But like I say, if you haven't been here, you'll want to come and visit sometime, especially in the fall. So I hope this video has been a help to you. I hope it's given you an idea of 3 neighborhoods, 2 just outside of Harrisonburg and 1 barely inside Harrisonburg, and some of the different kinds of homes that you could purchase or sell. If you're selling, of course, you know what those homes are, but if you're moving in or across town, that you could purchase here in the area. And you know, if you're interested in any of these homes that we've looked at today or one of these neighborhoods in the future, Leslie and I would be more than happy to help. We just ask that you call us, text, or email us, and we will make sure that we communicate with you in a way that helps you meet all of your real estate needs. But like I always say at the end of every video, and from here back home on the farm, until next time, I'll see you around town.